Good morning, guys. Today we're going to be looking at the nonfiction text structure, comparing and contrasting. Okay, when we compare, we find things that are the same. When we contrast, we find things that are different. So today while I'm reading this passage to you, I want you to look for these signal words. So at the bottom of your graphic organizer, you have some signal words. These will a lot of times help you to figure out that the passage is in compare and contrast. Is the organizational pattern for that. So let's look at these words, okay? So different, same as, either, in contrast, on the other hand, or both, by contrast, and alike. So as I'm reading the passage to you today, I want you guys to either highlight, underline, or circle these words if you find them in the passage, okay? I'm going to switch screens real quick because I'm going to do a close-up of this passage so it's easier for me to read and easier for you to see as well. Okay. So this passage is on drastically different deserts, okay? What do you picture when you hear the word desert? Many people would think of a hot, dry place. However, deserts are not all the same. Antarctica and the Gobi Desert are two deserts that are cold. Climate. Both Antarctica and the Gobi Desert have a dry climate. You might be surprised to learn that Antarctica is considered a desert at all. It's considered a desert at all since it seems to be covered in snow. How could it be a desert with all of this moisture? Most parts of Antarctica only get a few inches of snow each year, but the snow builds up and rarely melts. The Gobi Desert also receives a little bit of snow. All right, let's look at the map over here. It's actually showing you where the Gobi Desert is located. It's in Mongolia, which is close to China, which is on the continent of Asia. It says the Gobi Desert is located in Mongolia and China. All right, so let's look at size. The two deserts differ in size, which means they're different, okay? Antarctica is the biggest desert in the world. In contrast, the Gobi Desert is not as big as Antarctica, but it is becoming more dry and is growing. Okay, so that tells you how they're different. Let's look right here. Wildlife. Animals have to be tough to survive the challenges of desert life. Antarctica supports very little life, but penguins do survive there. The springtail is an insect-like animal that can also survive in Antarctica. The Gobi Desert supports different animals, including snow leopards and camels. And here's an actual photo of a snow leopard in the Gobi Desert. And read that caption underneath it, and it tells you what that is and where it's located. Okay, so I hope, guys, while I was reading it, you were highlighting some of those words that were on this page with your graphic organizer. Those signal words, different, same as, either, in contrast. On the other hand, both, by contrast, alike, okay? Now, let's look at the graphic organizer and see what it is we have to do. The author explains, it says, the author explains how two or more things are alike or different. Now, this is what we call a Venn diagram. I know you've seen these before, okay? But as a reminder, on a Venn diagram, you are going to, right up here, you're going to write down the Antarctica, because that's the desert, and then over here on the other one, you're going to put the Gobi Desert, or you could do it the opposite, Gobi and Antarctica, okay? In the center of the graphic organizer, you're going to find something that is alike. Probably, I would say at least two or three things, if you can fit it in there. Two things that are alike between the Gobi Desert and Antarctica. And then over here, I would do 2 to 3 things that are just for, if you put Gobi right here, I would just do 3 things that are just for the Gobi Desert, things that you only find there. And then over here on Antarctica, you're going to put 3 things that just have to do with Antarctica in this circle, okay? Remember, you can email me, or most of you have my cell phone number. I know your parents do. If you have any questions, I'm here to help. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.